We are done here.
Everything okay back there?
Another name. Ulrich.
Someone who loved the Valkyries enough to do this? I wonder. Perhaps the Queen?
Come here. Why did you work for Odin if he's so horrible?
And we'll pick this up later.
Come here. Why did you work for Odin if he's so horrible?
You know what? I'll tell this one later.
Another name. Air.
Why the arcane runes? Perhaps we're meant to find something in Muspelheim and Niflheim.
Amir, why did you work for Odin if he's so horrible?
It's my career! And if Councillor to Kings, he can't very well rule out petty maniacs. Available positions are scarce enough. There was a cool piece of work as well, but I learned through him the enduring power of wit, which served me well with kings and gods alike. I couldn't have been much older than you when I started. A fairy king's errand boy and unofficial jester. By night, my mates and I had the run of the forest. Good fellows they called us, knavish sprites to the last. We'd get up to all manner of mischief, making fools of the local mortals. But as long as our lord was kept amused, we were spared the consequences. Then one day he was not amused, and I saw fit to move on. Thankfully, the ages and roads travelled since then have turned me from that merry wanderer into the paragon of virtue you see before you today.
The tower ate the Unity Stone, didn't it? I wanted to fly again.
Yes, that's a terrible pity.
I'm confused. I always heard that Baldur's mother was Frigg.
Aye, Frigg. Well, that's more of a pet name, you see. It means beloved, something Odin called Freya after they wed. Out of affection at first, or so I like to believe. As things turned sour, it became a way to manipulate the truth.
How so?
Odin didn't want Freya, a Vanir goddess, getting credit for anything in Asgard. So anything worthy she accomplished was attributed to Frigg.
Like being Baldur's mother.
That's right. Freya was Baldur's mother all along.
Come here. How'd you come to be in these lands?
Lad, there comes a time in every man's life when he changes his name and heads north to make a new start. If you live long enough to do this many times over, you might end up as far north as this place. By the time I arrived, I already knew Odin by his reputation, and so I set to demonstrate my worth by coming to him with something I knew he'd value. A mystic well of knowledge. Or rather, I should say, a well of water laced with enough mystic mushrooms to make a god see visions.
And we'll pick this up later.
Are you okay?
No, son. My Hellwalker, I was their cap. The thunderstorm scattered all three of my ships across the lake. I know not what I did to anger Thor.
Here, boy.
Hey, it's another treasure map.
The final bone.
Yeah.
We might as well return them to the spirit. Maybe he will keep his word.
I know she's not coming back, okay? I know. I just... Never mind. I just gotta return the bones. Well?
Well, what?
The brazier?
If you must.
Kavekya.
thought I'd see a scrap like that again. Come here, and let me thank you proper.
What do you want?
To thank you. These dead reavers drowned me many...
So you died after him?
Indeed.
Have you seen other men?
Only the ones that...
Useless.
Well, we can't expect them all to know something useful. What's that? Which way?
I discovered opportunities for hunting and trade in these lands. I gave up my search for you.
Maybe the next one will have more information.
Keep your expectations low, boy. Spirits are rarely useful.
How do they even exist?
When you sever a man from his life, it is not always a clean cut.
So you've met other spirits?
Yes, many.
What were they like?
Annoying.
Now, I believe I was just acquainting Odin with my mystic well of knowledge. Oh, he was rightly impressed. Can't say for sure what he saw that led him to try gouging out his own eyes, but I managed to restrain him before he finished the job. Then I persuaded him it has been his sacrifice made for an even higher form of sight to be bestowed. Blah, de blah, de blah, de blah.
And we'll pick this up later.
Behind you!
Tell me when!
We have collected the rest of your woman's corpse spirit. Show us this magic you have promised.
My sweet Gulvig. Whole again. Rise, dear Gulvig. Awaken, O powerful Gulvig!
Erni ukar bitjast.
She says she'll honor our request
Erdi fagna.
and reunite us.
Indauder!
Okay, you were right. All right, say it. I told you so.
I told you so.
You are naive, foolish boy.
This is true as well. But do not take your disappointment out on me, boy. Take it as a lesson.
Yes, sir. So Odin gouged out his own eye. Because of mushrooms you gave him?
Aye. I used to think he never caught on. But the day he took my eye, I realised he had never been fooled. He knew I'd outwitted him, called the lesson wisdom, and hired me to make